What's the hardest would you rather question you've ever been asked? Would you rather have a horizontal butt crack or a vertical mouth? Horizontal butt will clap every time you go downstairs. Imagine going down a slide naked. FWPT 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 FWPT. Would you rather have the ability to effortless run at 100 miles per hour or fly at 10 miles per hour? Flying would be arguably be better for one reason only. If you wear a wingsuit, you can accelerate really high in the air and just stop flying and use your wingsuit to glide hella fast wherever you are going. When my friend's daughter was 8 or 9, she was obsessed with asking random would you rather type questions from a book she bought. It was a kid's book, so it was nothing NSFW. Just random stuff like, would you rather eat only pizza or only ice cream? Harmless things like that. So one night, while I was out to dinner with her and her mother, she asked me, Uncle Scree 1 draw 1. Would you rather be a door or a window? I thought it over for a moment, and for no particular reason said, I guess I'd rather be a window. Without missing a beat, she goes, HMM. You seem more like a door to me. Then flat refused to explain why. Haunts me to this day. I'm going to tell you an anecdote that may help you out. When I was a child, I would occasionally stand/sit in front of the TV. For various reasons, wanting to see the TV closer, obliviously reading a book, etc. My mother and my mother's parents, when this would happen, would sometimes say, you make a better door than a window, as I would be blocking their view of the TV, and they wanted me to move out of the way. Would you rather be able to have sex and never orgasm, or be able to have orgasms, but never have sex? In the past asking this, men and women both seem to have different answers on this one. I've both been an awkward teenager and taken SSRIs, so I can actually answer from experience. I choose sex. A nipple-sized D or D-sized nipples? I mean, I'm a woman, so technically already have the former. Edit. I half-assed this comment and forgot about its existence 10 seconds later. Imagine my surprise seeing how many upvotes it's getting. I came here looking for fun fantasies and just found so much pain. Would you rather never see this question on askreddit again, or continue to be disappointed by the mostly painful answers and find the uncommon, enjoyable and fun gem of a reply? Would you rather poop a pineapple or pee a grape? I don't want to play this game anymore. I'll just put you down for peeing a pineapple. Would you rather never enjoy music again, or never enjoy food again? Food. I love music. I love food too, but food has never gotten me through tough times. Also, never enjoy food doesn't necessarily mean it'll be gross. If all food was meant to me, I'd eat only what I needed to function and finally lose some weight. I have zero interest in food. If it were feasible, my diet would consist entirely of flavorless beige smoothies containing all the nutrients required by the human animal. Apostrophe. Would you rather F a goat and no one knows it happened, or everyone thinks you F'd a goat, but you didn't actually F it? First one. Obviously. Win-win. I think this is a pretty popular one, but it's would you rather find a person or 1,000 cockroaches in your attic? That's easy for me. It depends on the person, but either way it's a lot easier to be friends with and help a person or kill one. It's hard to do either to 1,000 cockroaches. Had someone at a rave ask would you rather give the first 90% of a blowjob or the last 10%? This one's devastating. What do you mean? I can only pick one. How much would it take for you to suck a dick, man? I'd pay anything to suck a dick. Apostrophe. Would you rather be constantly sticky all over your entire body forever, or constantly itchy all over your entire body forever? I simply cannot choose. I got a really bad sunburn once and had the devil's itch. My entire back was incredibly itchy, and not anything I did could change it. It didn't even really hurt. It was just incredibly itchy. I genuinely thought it might make me go insane. I was straight up writhing on a tent floor. I have also broken my collarbone. Breaking my collarbone and the subsequent surgery were less uncomfortable than the few hours I was constantly itchy from the sunburn. Trust, sticky all over your body is way better than itchy. I've experienced being constantly itchy, not even over all of my body, and it was the single worst physical experience of my life. Worse than breaking a bone. It felt like a bunch of ants were crawling around underneath my skin, and nothing I did would make it go away. Would you rather be blind or deaf? It seems like an easy choice to say deaf, since it would seem to be much less difficult to navigate the world being deaf than blind. But I once had a blind friend, who was not born blind, and had only become so around age 17, who told me she'd still rather be blind than deaf, because being deaf sounded very lonely. I still think about that conversation sometimes. Ick now. I don't think being deaf sounds like anything at all. Verizon's call center hiring process included a questionnaire. Unlike most questionnaires, where there is an obvious answer, Verizon had a list of would you rather questions with no discernible upside. Would you rather work longer hours, or deal with unruly customers? Sort of choices. Anyway, I passed every part of their hiring process except that, which they stated made me immediately ineligible for hire. Because of the questionnaire, I feel like I dodged a bullet. Though, edit, since this blew up, I'm going to add my theory on why they did it like this. I suspect it is a variable answer set depending on what they needed. Management would send hours, what they were looking for, and hours would key in the desired responses. Short-staffed? Answer A. Someone who doesn't mind overtime. Getting beat up on call reviews? B. And plan on cutting weak reps once staffing won't be dire afterwards. Would you rather drink a glass of someone else's spit or someone else's sweat? Does it have to come from a cup? Because I feel like a heavy makeout session is just inadvertently drinking someone's spit in the long run. Would you rather have gills for lungs or scales over your entire body? We take lungs now. Gills come next week. Is not X-ray eyes. Is Z-ray. Is 2 better. Would you rather have denim skin or live in a bag of milk? This was asked at a party in college, and I still think about it 10 years later. Edit to address some very fair questions. You can't leave. It's a bubble boy scenario, not a house. You're the only one living in the bag of milk. No one can enter. The milk is cleaned/changed out when it needs to be. There is no loophole where you drink the milk and you no longer live in a bag of milk. Sorry. Would you rather have access to a room containing the next 50 years of New York Times editions, or be able to watch 6 2-hour documentaries about other technologically advanced civilizations from different parts of the universe? First option. If I have access to the room forever, I've basically just got infinite money. Even if I only had an hour in there, I could make a lot of money by checking what companies are huge in 50 years, but non-existent/small now, or just betting on sports. The second option is pretty cool, but I'm not sure how I could translate that information into anything useful to anybody. Hey NASA, this galaxy a million light years away has a super intelligent race of potatoes. That's nice. Voyager 1 is only 0.002 light years away, so we'll just jot that down for future reference. Fluent in all languages or master of every instrument? The language one is more useful. However, as a musician, I can't pass up the opportunity to master all instruments. I feel like that one would be way more fun. And also more profitable. Maybe, but you'd be surprised how many doors open up job-wise if you're bilingual. I'm sure it's multiplied if you knew all languages. There are a disturbing amount of questions in here that involve F your parents. The more I read, the worse it gets. Take a break, weirdos. Would you rather have teeth for pubes or pubes for teeth? Armor unlocked. Imagine the growing pains. The one we always had was, would you rather have 1,000 cuts all over your body and jump in a bath on lemon juice, or have a toothpick under your big toenail and kick a wall? I'd choose the lemons. Edit. Toe. Definitely the lemons, dear God. Not a hard one, but too good not to share. Get home from work after a long day. Sitting down having dinner and little sister, 6, walks in and without any greeting she just strolls behind me and asks, would you rather have a unibrow or 18 babies? Safe to say the choking fit was unholy. Can't I just pluck/trim the unibrow back into a duo brow? Cause F hell no, I don't want number 18 babies. I don't even want one. 8 babies. Would you rather know how you are going to die or when you are going to die? When? Then I'm functionally immortal until that date. I can do whatever I want and know I won't die. Of course I can still be paralyzed or put in a coma, but I can't die. Would you rather have super speed, but only backwards, or be able to teleport, but it's completely random and you have no say in where you go? Super speed. I don't want to end up in space. Valid. I was scared of that too. But it becomes much more reasonable of a choice if you rule out space. Imagine robbing a bank and then just disappearing. Doesn't matter where you go when you have a sack of gold bars, well, unless you wind up in prison. But then I guess you could just leave again. Would you rather be slightly thirsty, no matter how much you drink, or slightly tired, no matter how much you sleep? Currently doing both. What do I win? It's way easier to handle always being a bit tired tbh. The always being thirsty is slowly driving me crazy in a way that being tired never has. Would you rather be burned to death or drowned? Would you rather eat a spoonful of ice cream that tastes like S or a cappuccino spoon of S that tastes like ice cream? C. If ice cream is ice cream, then I'd have to eat that. If S retains its harmful bacteria and stuff, but tastes like ice cream, then ice cream. Just so I don't get those harmful bacteria in me. Also IDK the ice cream flavor. And does the ice cream smell like S? Also IDK the ice cream flavor chocolate. Of course.